After a YouTube video claimed to uncover $110 million in fraud at Minnesota daycare centers, the feds were seen doing door-to-door checks at centers across the Twin Cities. The Department of Homeland Security says this is all a part of a massive investigation into childcare and other fraud in the state. The issue of reported daycare fraud was thrust back into the spotlight after a YouTuber recently claimed to uncover millions of dollars in fraud at 10 Minneapolis childcare centers. Commissioner of the Minnesota Department of Children, Youth, and Families, Tikki Brown, responded to the video on Monday, saying there were children present at the sites when they were visited by the state.
We do take the concerns that the video raises about fraud very seriously. Each of the facilities mentioned in the video has been visited at least once in the last 6 months as part of our typical licensing process. And in fact, our staff are out in the community today to visit each of these sites again so that we can look into the concerns that were raised in the video.
She added none of the child care centers featured in the video have had their payments paused, but 2 were shut down by the state previously, one as recently as last week.
When I saw the bank account for the business, there were large cash withdrawals on a continuous basis.
Fox 9 first reported on the issue of alleged daycare fraud in 2013, exposing over the years how some gamed the system to steal millions meant to help low-income families. In 2019, the issue was so pervasive, Governor Tim Walz added $5 million to the state budget to fight fraud within the child care system. Money meant to fund additional investigators, a fraud tracking system, and training for staffers on cultural sensitivity and implicit bias. We are still working to learn more about how exactly that money was used. Now, despite telling reporters the widely publicized Quality Learning Center on Nicollet Avenue in Minneapolis had closed just last week, the state just confirmed to me they learned the center has decided to remain open. I'm still working to learn if they have an active license and if they are receiving payments from the state. You can typically look up this information online, but the state's daycare licensing website crashed this afternoon due to an unprecedented high volume of traffic. The state currently has 55 open investigations related to the Child Care Assistance Program.